Hey everybody, Michelle is here. I hope everybody's doing well. Today is um I think it's Thursday, March 30th. Let me make sure. Yep, it's March 30th. So I think if you guys remember, I put out a video about alignment with people. That we all have an alignment with someone, okay, that was predetermined possibly, but because of the situation with the overpopulation on the planet. You remember I said that some people just miss their alignment. They miss it. They miss the vision of that person. They miss the voice of that person, and they miss picking up feelings for that person. And because it's all severed for everybody because of the overpopulation, unfortunately. So what does that mean? My point is, if you are aligned with someone, it's an easy alignment, actually, meaning there should be no resistance with that. It should just naturally, if you're aligned with someone, you naturally come together, regardless. And so if there's a resistance, that means that either myself or the other person is just not ready for it, and they may not ever be ready. And so that means that it may have to happen in another lifetime, and you just have to let that go. So my point is, you don't want to be sitting around waiting for anything, because there may be someone else that may uh, line up with you just as well, and so you don't want to miss opportunities with that person. Especially if they're doing everything they can to reach out to you, they communicate back and forth with you, they're gentle with you, you call them, they're there, and there's no doubt there, because, like I said, over the course of life and many lifetimes that we've had, sometimes so, you could have several people that align with you. Okay. And I think because we're so overpopulated, that's a possibility. And you just don't want, like I said, you don't want to be wasting your time on someone it's not a give and take. And you don't want to feel as though it's a one-sidedness. Everything has to be neutral still. It has to be balanced and neutral, and it has to be reciprocal. You can't just be the only one, like, knowing that you're aligned with that person, because the other person may not even be there. It may not resonate on your level of where you are, because everybody has a different level of a consciousness. And in the best of circumstances, yes, it could be a consider a magical connection, but we are not in the best of circumstances, unfortunately, not at all. Especially with the problem with the climate, the problem with the overpopulation, and the problems with war, divisiveness, and everything else that's going on. So, in other words, you have to trust your senses again. And if your senses are telling you to let it go, let it go, and and not be concerned so much about that you may be missing an opportunity. Maybe you're not. Maybe there's other opportunities waiting right there for you, and you just got to make sure you stay realistic. That's the main thing, and not spend so much time in fantasy and wishful thinking, because sometimes things just sever themselves, and then that means that's the end of it. It's just not going to work out. And so I'm thankful I don't put my feelings into things, because I know a lot of people do that. They put their feelings into things, and then you'll get on a bipolar-ish kind of, you're kind of fluctuating in your emotions. And see, I don't do that. I don't fluctuate in my emotions. I do everything in my power not to offend people, because I can easily let go. And then people wonder, okay, was it even real? Yeah, it's real, but sometimes I have to. I mean, all the time I need to keep it moving, and let someone else come in and provide the same kind of alignment with me, because I've done a lot of work on myself, and maybe the person that you were supposed to line up with you was working in other directions, and so that's part why it didn't come together. And like I said, overpopulation has a lot to do with it, and having wars and battles, and unpeace, no peace. That'll sever your alignment with someone. All right, so keep that in mind, and not think that not think that the person that you're with now is not the one that you should be aligned with. That may be totally false thinking, but you have to decide that. If you're still longing for someone that's not longing for you, or giving you the signals that they even know that you exist. Now that for some people with feelings, that'd be painful. For me, I'm cool with it because I understand that I understand the complexities of it, and I understand why it would happen. And like I said, overpopulation will do it because our thoughts are slamming into each other, and we're giving ourselves, we're getting mixed signals, misunderstandings, and everything else of that magnitude. So sometimes you have to let stuff go. Like I said, I don't have an issue with it. It's not that I didn't care. It's not that I don't care. But I know, I just know what's happening, and what's happening on our planet is not good. And I hope to share that and make that clear to people that's listening to me, or listening to anybody else that's saying the same thing. The planet is in turmoil, and there are certain portions of this planet where people are going to be wiped out. They're going to be wiped off the map, and nobody's going to even know it. You know why? Because we're so distracted. We're getting mixed information from the news media. We're getting mixed information from politicians, from law enforcement, everybody is lying to us and not giving us the big picture as to what's really going on. They're just kind of filtering information to us, because if we knew what was going on, they wouldn't be able to control us, because it's like billions of us, and it would be anarchy at the highest level if everybody knew what was really going on and knew the backstories. So I thought I'd share that, something to contemplate, something to meditate on, and see how it works for you. And I want to send peace and love, and I'll definitely be back.